So you're driving on a back road or a distant highway far from civilization, and your Tesla Model 3 ends up with a flat tire. And like all Model 3s, and really Teslas in general, it doesn't have a spare tire. So what do? Well, we have reached a day and age where a lot of cars just don't have spare tires anymore. In particular, electric cars and even a lot of gas-powered cars don't have those spare tires anymore. So long gone are the days where you jack up your car and you use the spare tire that's supplied with your car, along with that jack, by the way. Now we've got a new problem: what to do when we have a flat tire with no jack, with no spare tire. So we're going to outline some of those things, some of those solutions for you. The first option, and probably the least desirable, is to actually go out and buy a spare tire. I found a website online that makes a spare tire just for the Tesla Model 3, and I'll be sure to post that link at the bottom of this video. But it made that tire as small as possible so it can fit in the back of the trunk. So that's great. But here's the other thing. You've got to make sure you have a jack. So you've got to go out and buy a jack for it. But on top of that, you've got to make sure you know how to jack up your car. Because here's the thing. Now you have a very expensive battery at the bottom of your car. You don't want to puncture it. You don't want to ruin it. You also have a beautiful car in general, so you don't want to ruin the frame. So in the instruction manual, you'll find 4 entry points at which you can jack up the car for the front and the back. Now, if you are going to be doing this option, make sure you also not just get the jack, but there's an adapter out there to make the process a lot easier. Because within those 4 safe entry points underneath the car, there are holes in which you can put this adapter in it to make sure you put it in the right spot. So once you factor everything in, you've got the spare tire, you've got the jack, you've got the adapter. Once that all adds up, you're talking well over $300. So is that the best option? Well, it may be for you if you want to go old school and that's the best ease of mind for you. But there are a couple of other options out there that I think you might like. All right, so here you are stranded on the side of the road. You've got a flat tire and you want to take advantage of the Tesla Roadside Service. So if you have cell phone service, you go to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, tap on the car. From there, you tap on Service, and to the very right of that, you tap on Owner's Manual. Now, this won't be up, but you can see the different menu options in the Owner's Manual. You click Roadside Assistance, and then from there, you click on Contacting Roadside Assistance. So there you have it. It has some instructions in there, where you are, for example, and the nature of your problem. So conveniently, what Tesla has done is they've allowed you to tap the number that's pertinent to you. We're in the United States and Canada, so I'd click on that, and then it would call the Tesla Service Center. Now, here's what happens. Here's how it works. Once you get in contact with them and you tell them that you have a flat tire, they have a service agreement with several tow companies all across the nation. And they'll find the one closest to you, and hopefully that tow service has a tire that will fit your Tesla Model 3. If they do, they will bring that tow truck with the tire and replace the damaged tire that you have with the good one that they brought. Then they will take that damaged tire to the nearest service center, Tesla Service Center, and Tesla from there will determine whether or not it can be repaired. If it can't, then they'll tell you that you need to get a brand new tire. So that's kind of how that works if they bring a tire for you. And the good thing is that tire, it's not a spare tire, so there are no speed limits. Now, if they don't have a spare tire, then what they will do is send out the tow truck, and they will then tow you to the nearest Tesla Service Center. Now, here's the thing. It only covers up to 50 miles. Anything past 50 miles, you've got to pony up the cash. But here's the other thing. You've got to make sure that the guy who's towing your Tesla Model 3 knows what he's doing. And Tesla has got your back on that as well. From that Roadside Assistance menu, you see the Contacting Roadside Assistance. That's where you just were. You click on Instructions for Transporters. Once they get here, if they've never towed a Tesla Model 3 before, you make sure they read this word for word. In fact, I would read it with them just so you know everything that they are reading. It has everything in here for them that is important information for them. So that is option number 2, using the roadside service from Tesla. Now that's all fine and dandy if you have cell phone service. But what do you do if you're in an area with no cell phone service? You won't be able to call Tesla. There's another option, and it's something you put in the back of your car, and it's not a spare tire. So here we are again. We're stranded on the side of the road. We have a flat tire, but we are outside of cell phone service. We can't contact Tesla for the roadside service, so there's one other thing we can do. And this is a good idea for everyone, I think, to have in the back of their Tesla. I store it in this convenient space down here, and it's this right here. It is the Slime Flat Tire Repair Kit. Now, I purchased this on Amazon for $40. And, you know, you can do research on this for yourself and decide for yourself what it is you want to use. But it's got the 12-volt adapter. You plug that into your car. It has the slime, that goo that you probably heard about, that attaches to this. It then puts air into your tire and puts that goo in there. And it will repair your tire enough for you to get to the next service station to repair your tire. And of course, there are limits on how fast you can go with this quick fix, but it's a quick fix nonetheless, and a good one. Now, there are also debates as to whether or not you should buy this one or buy the one from Tesla themselves. But one thing to keep in mind, the one from Tesla is exactly twice the cost of this one. So it just depends on what you want to spend. If you're like me and you want to save a little bit of cash, this is the way to go. If you feel better about spending twice the cash for the Tesla brand name, then that's the way to go. I'm not here to debate with you on which one's better. People will tell you that this will ruin your car, that people will tell you that the Tesla one will ruin your car. So again, the debate is out there, but any way you look at it, find one and have it in the back of your car. Because even though you know you have that roadside service, it's always a good idea to have a backup plan. So in conclusion, no one likes to get a flat tire. Whether it's an electric car or a gas-powered car, a lot of cars these days just don't have spare tires, which means there are a lot of options out there when it comes to dealing with flat tires. So if you found the information in this video useful, be sure to like it, and better yet, subscribe to my channel. I am looking at all different types of topics when it comes to the Tesla Model 3, not the S, not the X, but the Tesla Model 3. And if there's something in particular you'd like me to look into, be sure to make a comment about it in the comments section, and I'll be glad to look into it. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.